the fade. Someone coming to consult wasn't an if, so much as a when.
Applies weakened. Actually, just apply quietus. You go with that.
Credit there. Nice shot.
Ready and waiting.
Come, get ready. Let's finish this. Chilly in here. Courtesy of a demon.
Echoes of the despair spirits, misery devouring itself. We should keep our distance. If provoked, these manifestations will shatter.
This is locked too. I didn't see any wisps around.
Then I shall call for aid.
Need a wisp.
They've answered. We'll need to guide the wisps who've just arrived to the door.
The Necropolis wisps look lively as ever.
They care for us, Rook. Our ever-loyal friends amongst the dead.
Here's our second wisp.
At least they don't follow us around without asking.
Would you like them to accompany us?
I'm good.
There.
Strange. This door shouldn't be here.
You know the Necropolis. Always shuffling rooms around.
If only our predecessors had found better ways to predict its whims.
Got company.
Well done. Past these chambers, we'll find some assistance with reaching the bed. Despair is far more pervasive than I thought. We must stop who's ever drawing these spirits here.
Who'd be dumb enough to trespass in our Necropolis?
The mind reels.
Nice move, Brooke.
Oh, necrotic damage. Well, we're putting that back on. Range attack damage and weak point damage. I guess weapon damage is better. Duration, area, duration blast. Okay. Projectile control. Really? There's only 2 strike abilities. Oh no, 3. 3 strike ability, and then they're all electricity. Well, that's just dumb. You know what? Let's swap over to duration. So this is duration blast. This is duration necrotic, or area duration, and projectile control. Projectile. I don't want duration control. Strike duration. And then we can just swap this to duration. Weapon damage and necrotic damage. Damage versus shocked enemies. I think that's better. At least that has something on it. Okay. Wow, we basically swapped out of everything.
We've got company.
They attack from a...
Time for a fight. Under fire. Watch it.
Look behind you! Have them now! Is everyone intact?
Yeah, this is a lot of damage.
We'll see who ends.
So we use mass disruption to get rid of all these despair spirits at once?
Precisely. I sense their source near the bell. Ringing it will banish them, but we must find who lured them there in the first place.
Control ability damage. Stagger from control abilities. Oh. Control builds right into stagger. Right. That makes sense.
Tell me, Rook, what work took you so far away from the necropolis?
You remember that uprising of undead nobility a while ago?
The War of the Banners? I was up in the city when that broke out. I heard a young watcher, Ingolvar, put a stop to it through unorthodox measures.
And got into trouble. It was decided it might be best for that young watcher to see the world.
Ah, say no more.
What do we get? Necrosis damage? Damage versus shocked enemies. I mean, this is way better. Yeah, lean into the necrotic damage there. Alright, let's go.
Ah, here we are. This is where we'll learn who summoned these despair spirits.
It's just corpses. I don't sense spirits nearby.
You're straining. Relax your gaze and sift through the fade's currents more slowly. Would you mind lighting those braziers, Rook? This should unseal our final pass to the bell. It's best we unchain it quickly.
Right. Then what?
The sunken star will drive away despair. Any malicious spirit that hears the tolling of the bell will be banished to the Fade.
Handy. Could use a few of those for back home.
I understood Tevinter to be experienced in dealing with malign manifestations.
Oh, we are. You have to be when blood magic attracts them. Or some cultist decides to summon something on purpose. I'll take any help I can get.
Excellent. Approach the body and we'll begin.
Apply weaken also applies vulnerability to necrotic. That's amazing.
By seal and flame, who brought despair in our midst? Despair! Who brought it here?
Venatori.
The Venatori. Of course. This way, please.
The Watchers never taught me that.
The colloquial term is corpse whispering, a gift that manifested with my magic.
Well, there's some luck for you.
Honestly, I've no idea how the other Watchers navigate the necropolis without it.
Shh, think I hear someone.
This map is useless. We wasted 3 slaves in those traps. If that hand of glory burns down...
So don't.
Found those Venatori.
They have no...
Okay.
place in these halls. At the ready.
Gods. This lightning ability
Inventory after
is
gold
amazing,
artifacts?
cool,
Raw
and
magic.
just
Their
fantastic.
first envoys were obsessed with gathering power for some new masters.
I'll fill you in on them later.
Please silence it.
That's one for us.
One less spirit of despair in the necropolis. That's the last of them.
I see someone by the crates.
I don't think they're Venatori. What's this?
A vessel to store the magic the Venatori intended to siphon away from us.
This looks interesting.
A spirit labyrinth? I didn't know they'd learn to... make miniature ones into...
Hang on, sorry. Maximum potion. Oh, necrotic damage. Put that back on. Range attack damage. Yeah, that's fine. I do range attack sometimes.
Vinter?
Hello? Did the Venatori bring you here?
They said I'd spilled the wine too many times. That I'd be a better sacrifice than slave.
You are in Navarra, sir. There are no slaves on our soil. Please remain here. After we've seen to the rest of the Venatori, I'll send for someone to escort you above.
All right.
Those Venatori dragged that man down here just to die.
The Watchers will shelter him. We'll inquire if he has any family in Minrathous.
Might know someone who can help with that.
Do you, madam? We'd be grateful. As for the Venatori, what remains of them will be put to work. The Sunken Star can help us if we break the Venatori's chains.
Right.
Break the chains.
There's one chain.
Excellent.
Yes!
Kill the monster!
Got it!
Applies weaken. What is it?
Thanks, Everett. There!
God, the lightning is so cool. The meteor is just a big explosion, which is not as cool. It's basically a fireball, which is kind of lame. But that is a fun ability.
That's the last chain.
We must return to the lower level to ring the bell. Be ready. The ritual to wake the bell will draw Despair's attention.
And any more Venatori.
I'll need you to keep them occupied while I work.
There's the Venatori.
They crumble before us.
Here we go.
Predatory are conjuring spirits.
We'll stop them. Watcher's duty. How are we doing, Emmerich?
The bell is slowly awakening, but we must fight a little longer. Attack from afar!
We've got a rage demon.
Hold fast!
Got him the brains. Watch it.
Halfway there.
Well, look at that. No more despair demons.
Pretty impressive.
Thank you. But come, let's ensure these cultists didn't leave anything dangerous behind. I'll ask our attendants to gather their bodies later, of course.
And this is a severed hand.
It can't be. A hand of glory? The Venatori should never have this. I must find out where it came from. Let me know when you'd like to return to the chambers above.
Let's get back to the lighthouse.
You can tell me why you've sought out a Fade expert on the way?
I know it's a lot, but I swear we've seen the blighted elven gods ourselves.
It would explain recent oniric disruptions.
At the least, the implications of what Rook's witnessed are... Ah, thank you, Manfred.
Oh.
Adorable! Is your assistant wearing the old Watcher livery?
Manfred sewed it himself. Eventually.
You spoke of danger to the Fade.
The elven gods planted Terran wide open to get to the Blight. I don't have to tell you the consequences. We need another necromancer, a Fade expert.
Many Watchers never depart Navara. But with events so dire...
I'd be delighted to assist.
It has been many years since you left us.
Well, yes, but elven gods, ancient magics. I couldn't bear miss this. Besides, I've spent my life exploring the Fade and speaking to spirits. If Rook needs an expert, none are better qualified than I.
It'll be good to have another necromancer along.
My knowledge is at your disposal, and I could catch you up on events at the necropolis.
Welcome aboard.
Wonderful! I'll gather my things. Come, Manfred.
Ah, much cuter than the damn griffin, let me tell you.
The Grand Necropolis was at peace again, and Emmerich was off to a new adventure. But in Navara, nothing stays down for long. The Venatori had unearthed something no one should have, and delivered it to the worst possible person. Emmerich's journey would soon bring him face to face with the gloaming lantern.
Okay. Ha ha ha. Yeah, just go to everybody, apparently. Attack my target deals more damage. Attack my target, apply necrosis to demons and undeads. Man, we don't need more necrosis application. Detonates sundered. Applies weaken and detonate sundered. Applies weak, detonate sundered. I need to apply sunder. Okay, do you know what? Just in case, we'll take healing. Applies weakened. And then this is applying weaken also to vulnerability. Right. I don't really need detonate that. Okay. Because I'm the one that detonates it. We'll deal with that when we deal with that. I need cooldown reduction. The hell? Oh, nice decor.
A third edition of the Unnameable Elements? I didn't even know it had editions.
Oh, it's much improved with the index. Please, borrow it if you'd like.
I'd love to. Oh, Rook, you probably wanted to say hi. Thanks, Professor.
You look moved in.
Just a few essentials. Manfred was a great help with the boxes. What a fascinating place this lighthouse is. What do you make of it?
He's a little bit old for me.
It attracts all sorts of spirits. Maybe a diversion in the etheric flow?
At the least. There's such a complex of wards here. I doubt it's a single spell.
You should compare notes with Bellara.
We've already begun. Although, I noticed a few of the others taken aback by Manfred, and I overheard remarks about my skulls. My necromancy won't cause any undue worry, will it?
No one's afraid of my necromancy.
Oh, that's a relief.
That I know of.
Our art is so easily vilified.
That's life outside Navarra. You'll win them over.
Please excuse me. Manfred and I should finish our inventory. Thank you for stopping by. By the way, Rook, before I left, Myrna and Veilguard asked if we could assist with an outbreak of hauntings across Thedas. They also mentioned displaced wisps in the necropolis. I'm not sure what's frightened them, but it bears investigation.
A watcher's work is never done.
How true. I'll send word the necropolis should expect us.
Need and knowledge.
Okay. So this is what I'm using now. I don't do detonate anymore. So, oh man. Arcane bomb trigger. Final attack damage, charge attack damage, stagger, weapon damage, armor damage. Agile attack damage. Yeah, I mean, it's not like we use it, right? Final attack damage. Staff energy generation? No. Charge attack damage. Weapon damage. Yeah, I think weapon damage is just what we're gonna do, because that applies to everything. Are we using blast ability? No, we're using duration ability now. There you go, duration ability. And I think we're also using area, mostly. Projectile, mana regen. Max mana, apply bleeding on ability crit. Strike, control, blast, area. Let's just do area. Okay. We're taking him everywhere with us now. Okay, we'll put barrier damage on that. And ability damage on this. And just in case you have to take Nav somewhere. Oh, you can have cold damage. Okay. So, let's go hang with Harding. Oh, wow.
Did I see you writing a message to the Inquisition? What's that about?
You know, Varric and I were part of the Inquisition, right?
Yeah,
I'm trying to get
disbanded.
news about the South. But Charter hasn't replied to any of my messages. I'm trying not to worry about what's happening there, but... No, it's probably fine. Charter's just busy. She's always busy.
Charter? Who's that?
She's the Inquisition's spy master. Or she would be, if there was still an Inquisition.
Yeah.
I suppose she just works for the Inquisitor now?
I haven't heard much about the Inquisition in years.
Oh, that's intentional. When the breach was open, we needed a large group to stop Southern Thetis from falling into chaos. It's changed in the years since. We're a smaller force working underground to keep an eye on things going on in the world.
Does your spy master expect something from us? I don't work for the Inquisition.
I know that, and Charter knows that. But there are still people in the organization invested in knowing how things are going. With Solus, especially.
So how long were you with the Inquisition? 10 years?
Something like that. Why?
You must know the Inquisitor.
Well, yeah, we worked together. I wasn't part of the Inquisitor's inner circle, though. I spent more time with the ordinary people, the ones you didn't hear about.
So, tell me about these ordinary Inquisition members I haven't heard about.
The Inquisition hired hundreds, and most of them weren't Magisters or Ben Hasrith or the left hand of the Divine. There were scouts and stable hands, carpenters and cooks and quartermasters, even 2 dedicated pastry chefs. Most of them volunteered, like me. We wanted to help in whatever small way we could.
It wasn't as bad where I was, but I remember the demon spitting sky holes.
Nothing like demon-spitting sky holes to bring people together, huh?
True.
I made friends. Rector, Faulkner, others.
Rector? Faulkner?
Liliana gave all her agents pseudonyms.
Right. Like Charter.
Well, Charter's Charter, but when the other 2 and I were together, we were just Lace, Wilbur, and Katya.
And the Inquisitor's advisors? What about them?
Of all of them, I'd say Josephine is my favorite. She's lovely. She still sends me a box of handmade sweets from Val Royeaux every year on my name day. Cullen and I got along too, but he was always busy. He would have bad days from lyrium withdrawal sometimes, and I would share the tea that my ma sent. He's from Ferelden too. Maybe it reminded him of home.
What about Liliana? I heard she's intense.
I think she likes to cultivate that reputation. She's not nearly as terrifying as she sounds. Oh, I passed her in the Great Hall one day, and she suddenly turned and asked me if I wanted a nug.
A nug? Those small pink rodent things? What for?
She loved them and made a hobby of breeding them as pets.
So did you take the nug?
No! What am I gonna do with a nug?
Pet it. It's a giant rabbit.
But
Hamster
you did know
thing.
people from the Inquisitor's inner circle, didn't you?
I knew them, sure, but those early days, all I wanted was to prove myself and not get in anyone's way. Some of them were more approachable than others. Sarah was a puppy with a new toy. 100 new toys. Fun, if you can handle the mess. She was really the only one who could make Rainier, well, Blackwall then, let down his guard. Otherwise, he kept to himself and stuck to the stables. We'd talk when I visited the horses. And there was Cole, of course.
The spirit boy?
Yep. I was just sitting on the walls one day, and he asked if he could join my game.
Like a card game?
Nah, just good old people watching. Must have seemed like a game to him somehow. We'd pick strangers out of the crowd and try to say something about them. Like, ooh, she heard the joke yesterday and she's still trying not to laugh. Or one of Cole's. His eyes remind her of the ones beneath her bed.
Okay, that's just a creepy thing to say.
Cole was like that. Weird, wonderful, and occasionally a little bit creepy.
Wasn't Cole an empath? He must have been great at this game.
Ah, but the rule was you couldn't say anything you actually knew. He got it in the end. I think.
So you didn't ask him if you guessed right?
Well, being right wasn't the point. Making a habit of seeing people was. I think he liked that. It's why you don't miss.
Do you miss it? The Inquisition, I mean.
It's hard to miss an organization. They're only as good as their people, don't you think? But I do miss my friends. We write each other, but it's not the same. And the Inquisition is different from what we've built here. Not better or worse, just different. It's special when you're among people working toward the same goal.
Not everyone. There was Solus. What did you really think of him back then?
Lonely. He always seemed lonely. It's hard not to be when you hold yourself above everyone else.
He might be lonely, but I doubt he cares. He's single-minded. Nothing else matters besides his crusade.
Because it's the only thing he's had. My ma used to say, a caged dog forgets there's grass outside. Anyway, I'm sure something out there's on fire, and here I am rambling about the past. I should let you go. Talk later?
Talks later.
You're up late?
You're awake to notice.
Can't sleep? I know. I'm awake to ask.
I sleep when I can get it. And this place, it's too quiet for that.
Have you tried tea?
You think that works?
It does if you believe. Okay, what works then? How do you sleep?
I don't know. Chase the right bastard through the wrong ritual? It'll knock you right out. Of course, you might wake up with a new accessory.
Did you get the bastard?
Yeah, I got him. It's not the quiet. I never could sleep once work gets in my head. But what's got you up at night?
When I close my eyes, I see everything the gods have done, but not what I should do next. I don't know what's going to happen.
You and me both. Restlessness catches. Get one person in a room nervous, the whole place twitches. One person can't sleep. It's only getting later. Get out while you can.
And if it's already too late?
Don't tell me you're a lost cause.
I might be.
I know the feeling.
That's it? That's how you end that? Come on. Come on. Wow, you decorate fast. I wouldn't trust myself to live in this room.
Rook, I was thinking of taking Hassan for a walk. He can
A
use
late
the
night
exercise. Chance to
wake
stretch his wings.
And
Thought
a
you'd like to
drowsy
come along.
me walking will plunge myself to death. How to train a griffin? Are you kidding me? So stupid. I'm glad it has new quests available in this area. That's nice. That's nice. We're gonna do how to train your griffin though. Whoever drew that picture, I don't know, I don't like it. It's a bit much. Applies overwhelm and detonate weakened. Applies weakened. Well, I can also apply weaken. Applies overwhelm. Do I have something to detonate overwhelm? I wonder. Detonate sundered. Chain lightning applies overwhelm. Area, blast, and strike. Duration. Duration ability, area damage, detonation damage. So the area ability damage only applies to corrupted ground. Okay. Back to the lighthouse. Sorry. I am gonna make sure that every buff is a good buff. All right. Because this currently only affects one thing, and I don't want it to only affect one thing.
Manifestation.
Blast, control, strike. Yeah, none of these was good. Projectile ability damage. Nope. Mana and mana regen. Okay. Well, if this is the case, I could do strike because lightning bolt is better. Or I can do blast. Let's do blast. Okay. Because we have a spammable thing in blast. And that's this. This is spammed a lot. This is not, because we have to wait for it to like go away and then we can do it again. Oh, critical condition. Target is sundered. Shocked electric. Target has low health. Target has low health. Oh, okay. So the target is sundered. This does more damage. I see. Why is Harding and Lucanus the only one that applies Sunder? That's annoying. That's really annoying. Alright, you know what? It's been 10 hours, guys. Oh, I'm going to take a break. And we will play this, continue to play this later today or tomorrow, whatever. I will see you guys later. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye. Let me leave, please.